it's Cheryl, welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to do this orange smoky eye look with a pop of glitter in the centre. Please don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. So I've already done my eyebrows. I just used the Anastasia Beverly Hills dipbrow in taupe and then the NYX eyebrow gel in blonde. I just mixed them together and used an angled brow brush, and then I just set them with Maybelline brown mascara. I just did it off camera because it just makes it a little bit quicker. I'm just going to prime my eyelids with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm just going to focus on the eyes first and then the skin because we are using quite a bright eyeshadow. I don't really want that colour going on any of my base makeup. So I'm just applying some concealer to the eyelids. Now I'm just using a flat synthetic brush just to smooth that over the lids. And then I'm just going to carve up just slightly underneath my brow just to make it a bit neater. I have quite veiny lids, so I like using quite a bit of concealer. You can always use eye primer as well if you prefer. I just always prefer to use concealers. Now I'm taking a Real Techniques sponge and I'm just going to blend the lid concealer down. Just makes things a lot smoother. Next I'm just going to take the RCMA No Colour powder just to set my eyelids down, and then I'm just going to take a Morphe brush. I'm not sure of the number of this. It came in one of the brush sets, it doesn't have the number on it. But it's really good for setting the eyelids and underneath the eyes. So now I'm just going to take the Morphe 350M palette and I'm just going to take this shade here. I'm just going to use my NYX blending brush and I'm just going to take this into the crease. I want to make sure there's some nice transitional shades for the bit more crazy, vibrant colour to blend into. So I'm just taking some warm colours from this palette and blending them into the crease here. I'm just using short circular motions like this and then window wiper motions to blend it up towards the brow bone. If you notice, I'm just holding the brush just at the tail here, and you just want to give light pressure. You don't want to press the shadow on because that's when things start looking a bit messy. This is how you achieve that sort of blown out shadow effect where it looks really seamlessly blended. So I'm just slowly building this shade up. This palette is so good. It is one of my staples. It's got so many different shades in and it's so cheap as well. You can buy it off Beauty Bay or Cork Beauty whenever they have it in stock, which is never. I'm just trying to match up this to any of the shades here and I think I'm going to use this sort of yellowy tone here. So now I'm just going to take, with the same brush because I'm lazy, I'm just going to take that just underneath where we placed that other shadow. You want it to be a nice smooth transition down onto the lid colour. But then just blend that up gently into the other colour. And don't be scared to blow the shadow out this way because we can just clean it up afterwards. Orange shade here at the top. I think that will blend nicely down into the orange shade that we're going to be using on the lid. So then I'm taking that right on the crease here. So as a base for the bright shadow, I'm just going to take this shade again, but this time with a flat dense brush. This is from B by Superdrug. It's just the eyeshadow brush. I'm going to pack quite a lot of that onto the brush. And then what I'm going to do is just take that on the outer. As you can see, that's packing on a lot more of the colour than a fluffy brush would. And I'm going to take that on the inner corner too. I'm going to do a halo eye, as I've got an orange glitter to go in the middle. Then with the flat end of the brush, I'm just going to take that into the crease and join those two areas together. I know it looks messy now, but once it's all blended in, it will look fine. So I'm just doing the same on the other eye. When you're looking something like this, I'm just going to take a tapered brush. This one's from Morphe, it's the M139. And then I'm just going to go and blend that in to the other shades. I'm using this one with a tapered end just because it gets right in the crease where I've joined those two areas of shadow up. Just going to add a little bit more of this shade onto the outer corner. And here's feeling hopeful. Now I'm going to try this. This is from Makeup Revolution. It's from their Acid Brights collection and this one's called Get Ready. I'm certainly ready. So excited to try this. So I'm just going to take this flat brush from Morphe. Picked up a fair amount of pigment. Just look a little bit on the chalky side, but we'll see how it goes. That's neon. That's very neon. Shit, that's bright. I've never worn anything this bright. Let's go shopping. And I'm just taking that original blending brush and just blending that out. Quite a lot of the colour does disappear when you blend it out. I'm just gonna take some priming water from Freedom and I'm just gonna spritz my brush and then go back in with the orange. See if we can make it any more intense. Any more? Even more. There's powder everywhere. Can you see this? This is why we did the eyes first. Because I'm a loony bin, I used to do glitter or bright looks. I wouldn't consider doing my eyes first because I'm dumb. And then I'd have eyeshadow all over my foundation because I'm really clever. And then taking my NYX brush again and then further blending it out. Can never do enough blending. Blending is key. I'm going to take this shade here, this white shade, and I'm going to pop that on the centre so that the glitter over the top really pops. So I'm just taking another flat brush, a clean one, placing that right on the centre of the lid. And then take the NYX blender brush again, and I'm just gently pushing the edges there just to blend it in slightly, but you don't want to swipe over it as it will cover the colour, cover the white with the orange, and we don't want that. So now that's popping a little bit better, I'm going to use this glitter. This is from a store on Instagram It's really pretty, it's called Flamingo. To apply it, I'm just going to take the NYX Glitter Primer. This stuff is so good when doing glitter halo eyes or any glitter eyes in general. I use it for cut creases, and I'll just use a thin liner brush and just apply it where I want it and then apply the glitter on top. It holds really well on my eyes. So I'm just popped a bit of that on my hand and then onto the flat brush, and then I'm just going to place that on top of the white eyeshadow that we placed. Just use gentle patting motions, because if you swipe this product it will remove your shadow. And I'm just patting the glitter gently onto my eye. Holy shit, that's gorgeous. I have so much glitter on my face right now. So now we're just going to clean up the outer corners here. And for this I'm just going to use these from Superdrug. I want to focus. There we go. So they're just eye makeup remover pads. These are so good. They get all my waterproof mascara off and everything. So go underneath the eye here, and I line up where I want to remove the shadow and just go backwards. So I'm just using the Babyroll mascara from L'Oreal. This mascara is so good. I literally have the worst lashes. Like, I'm one of those people that like literally no mascaras work on me. But this one's been really good. I'm so jealous of these people that have like amazing eyelashes. Like, it's not fair. So whilst my lashes dry, I'm just going to take the Sleek Solstice palette and I'm just going to highlight my inner corner with this. And I'm just going to take some on my brown bone too. Side note, does anyone actually use brow stencils? They scare me to death. Like, literally, what is that? It's like a span. I don't know what lashes to use. Do I use those? Or do I use those? These are from the same brand that I got the glitter from. They're from T Lashes. It's on Instagram. Really lovely girl. She sent them straight out. I've got a little 10% off code as well for my followers on Instagram. This is the style Catalina. Whenever I get new lashes, I always like to line them up on my eye and see if any needs trimming, because they always are too big for me. So I'm just going to take my old trusty duo glue. And the most important thing with lashes is you want to let them dry. Don't be sticking them on when they're wet, because they'll just slide all over the place and then they'll mess your eyeshadow up. Does anybody else get these little baby hairs that just don't, like, they just have no chill? So first of all, I'm going to take the Freedom Priming Water again. I'm just going to use that. I always go to talk when I'm spraying something on my face. Who else does that? Am I just the only weirdo? Yes? No? I was going to say, I swear this video has just been mishap. I'm just spraying my palette. On my skin, I'm going to use this from the Ordinary. This is the silicone primer. I'm just going to buff a little bit of that just into my T-zone area and then spread out. For my foundation, I'm going to take my Morphe M439 foundation brush, and then I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Coverage. This is in the shade Fair because I'm a bit pale at the moment. Some of this on like a true Instagrammer. Does anybody else try and do that with the drops underneath her eyes? Because whenever I do it, it ends up on my clothes. So I'm just going to buff that out. So I'm just using short stippling motions just to buff this foundation into the skin. Never ignore your neck. I'm just going to swap to my Real Technique sponge now and get rid of any brush strokes. Even though I find that that brush is really good for fuller coverage foundations, it's like the best brush I've ever used for foundation. So I'm just going to take the Maybelline Fit Me concealer again, and then I'm just popping this under my eyes. I'm just blending that out underneath my eyes, taking it really carefully under that eyeshadow placement there. So when you're looking like a plain potato, then we just go in with the RCMA setting powder again. And I'm just going to take that under the eyes or on my sponge. Literally have powder all over my top. Now I'm just taking this big fluffy powder brush. This is from B by Superdrug again. Their brushes are really nice. They're really soft and they feel nice on the skin. I'm just gently dusting that powder away. Don't go in like this with a powder brush because that's when you start dislodging all the foundation underneath. So I tend to just pat. So I'm just taking my nice dusty contour palette. This one's from Nip+Fab. Excuse the crap on it. Oh my god, there's literally powder everywhere. Shade here. I tried this cooler one and it literally looked like mud on my face. So I'm just taking that right in the hollow there of my cheekbone. Then I'm just going to take a little bit on my forehead, just to slim that bit down there, because we gotta catfish someone. Don't you just hate the human race? Like, catfishing, are you for real? Take me swimming on the first date, because I don't give a f. Literally, take me swimming, I dare you. And more women. Why do women like tear each other down so much? I can't be dealing with it. Like, we have enough crap to face. Like, help each other, you know? Like, all my friends know I've got their back. Like, I am super loyal. I can't be dealing with fake ass bitches. Like, if you're here to put me down, like, please just leave. Literally, this hair, I'm gonna chop it off. I'm gonna chop it off because yeah, we gonna spray you down. We gonna spray you down. Just gonna take the Vivid Baked Bronzer, oh for goodness sake, Baked Bronzer in Golden Days by Makeup Revolution. This is fab. What I like to do is I like to focus some here because then that's where the sun would naturally hit you if you was tanning. My hair is annoying me today. Just warm my nose up a little bit. Now I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush. This is the blush brush. I'm going to take my really battered blush palette from Makeup Revolution called Hot Spice. I even broke it because you know me. And then I'm just going to take the orange shade at the bottom there, and then I'm just popping that on my cheekbone from the apple here and just gently sweeping that upwards. I'm going to go out now. I'm going to go out with some bright sparkly orange eyes, and I'm just going to take this brush, the B18 from Morphe. It's just like a little bullet crease brush. I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to pop it directly under the lash line, and we're going to go back in with the Morphe palette, and then I'm going to take this mustard shade again, this one, and I'm going to dust this under the eyes and blend out that orange shadow. So I'm just going to take this peach shade again from the Sleep palette along with my highlighting brush, And then I'm just going to go on top of the cheekbones. Literally, this highlight is so lit. Can't believe how late on the train I was with this one. You know me, late for everything. Just taking my cappuccino lip liner from Rimmel. And I'm just going to gently line my lips. Just to give them a bit more definition, because I have quite a few lip lines here. So I have to pick one and then hope for the best. Shout out to Eve who has the same issue. Gal, I feel you. It's so annoying. Then I'm going to take L'Oreal Dazzle Gloss. This is freaking pretty. This is in the shade Disco Ball. And then just going onto the lips. And that is the finished look. Feel free to leave any suggestions down in the comment box below, and I'll link all the products that I used in the description box. Thank you, hope you enjoy this tutorial.